It is less than 100 days until Election Day, and so the battle for the White House is already red hot, and criticism of Governor Walz and his record started almost immediately. Tonight, both the Trump campaign and Republicans here in Minnesota are saying Walz is too far left. Danny Spiewak joins us now with their reaction. Danny?
Within hours of the Walz selection today, the Trump campaign pounced, calling him a, quote, West Coast wannabe that's trying to model the state of Minnesota after California. Now Republicans in Minnesota are also joining in, elevating some criticisms they've made against the governor for years to a national stage.
Wow! In 2022, Governor Tim Walz won a second term with a nearly 8-point victory over Republican Scott Jensen.
Let's join together to solve Minnesota's problems.
Since then, Minnesota Republicans have painted Walz and his DFL-controlled legislature as too partisan.
He's completely aligned with the far-left Democratic base in Minnesota.
David Hand chairs the Minnesota Republican Party.
Well, I think Democrats have been, pushing this line that Walz represents sort of a moderate or a more middle position, which he clearly does not.
With Walz now on the ticket with Vice President Harris, local Republicans are calling attention to his handling of the riots, COVID, and feeding our future, among other issues.
There are so many people out there who had their businesses shut down, who watched in horror as Minneapolis's 3rd precinct burned down.
However, Walz did win support from some moderate conservatives, like the anti-Trump Lincoln Project, which posted Walz for the win. And former Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty took a softer tone, too.
Congratulations to Governor Walz. This is a big honor. It's a big opportunity.
Pawlenty says he still won't vote for a Democratic ticket.
I just am not for that hard left viewpoint.
But he said he's not surprised by the Walz selection.
I think Governor Walz is a good fit for this candidate. I don't agree with him politically, but he mirrors her policy and philosophy views, but he brings a different sort of style and cadence and tone.
The Minnesota GOP chair today suggested that the Walz pick shows Democrats are worried about carrying the state in the November election. But as you probably know, Minnesota hasn't gone for a Republican president since 1972 and hasn't elected a Republican statewide since Pawlenty was governor.